Great job on getting first, party popper. Warning, an ad break is happening. We'll be back shortly.
Well, hi guys. Hello, welcome to me being here. Hold on. Anyways, oh, seems like my keyboard's being a little wonky. Ah, that's my fault. I did some maintenance on it, and I think I
Sorry,
overdid it.
looks like my mana is running low. I'll need to recharge in a bit.
Oh, is he low? Oh, he is. Alright, I'll give him mana eventually. That's what's happening, huh? Okay, fine. There you go. A silly little goober. Hey, Suzu, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, but hello, everyone. Welcome. Alright. I literally have no plans today. I think I'm just literally vibing. That's like the best thing I can say is that I'm just vibing. Just having a good old time. Just gonna run a few things here and there and then continue grinding. Really. Oh wow. Boop. Oh no, not the quick path. I'm too broke for quick path. There you go. Yeah, mainly just I missed like 1 week of this. I was doing so well and actually doing this on time. But that's what happens when I leave. Oh well. I did some keyboard maintenance as well. So now my keyboard isn't as loud as it was yesterday. At least I sure hope so. If it is, then whoopsie poopsie, I didn't do a good job at it. Unfortunately, I think I overdid it on some of the keys because I noticed that there are some double pressing going on. But oh well, it's fine. It'll be fine. So, I actually have pretty decent news, though. Decent. I was super messing with the Monster Hunter Wilds benchmark last night. Good news, I can't actually play it on stream. Bad news is that I will have to be in PNG mode. Wrong button. I have to be in PNG mode, which I guess is not totally a bad thing. I mean, it's not like it's the first time I'll ever be in PNG mode, but I can definitely actually maintain an okay FPS. There's no way I'm reaching 60 though. That's the only issue. Like, unfortunately, 60 FPS is but a distant dream for me when it comes to playing Monster Hunter Wilds on stream. So, that sucks. But, that's okay. At least it's something. So I'm gonna try to set that up. Probably try to set that up, I want to say, by next week. Hopefully. I'm still gonna be playing Hollow Knight. So, balancing those two games is definitely gonna be a thing. It's definitely gonna be a chore, that's for sure, but it's okay. Probably either play Hollow Knight for 1 day, Wilds for 2 days, and Maple Story for 1? I don't know. I'll think of the schedule. Is it all the way over here? It is. That's great. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing that's going on. Where's the... Oh, that's all wonky, isn't it? Oop. Oh, did I do it? No. It deceived me. I thought I did. Can I do it here? Okay, there you go.
Sorry. Looks like my mana is running low. I'll need to recharge in
I
a
already
bit.
turned you off. I know. I have to do maintenance on the owl, apparently. I kind of forgot about his thing. Oopsie poopsie. Oh. Oh, did that not count? Oh, okay. Let's here? No. Here? Clearly not. I legitimately do not plan any of this wiring out. I just kind of hope for the best. You know, I think I messed it up again, but it's okay. In theory, this should work. I don't know why. I think I didn't attack it the last time. There you go. Look. Oh, I didn't want to transform. Oops, I didn't want to transform. Ah, who cares? So, yeah, luckily I managed to at least find something that would work for it. But yeah, PNG mode for Monster Hunter. Which I guess is no one's surprise. Every time I play a 3D game, I always have to be in 3D mode anyways, or 2D mode. PNG mode? PNG mode. So now the only thing I have to do is, you know, actually play the dang game. Even though the urge to play it off stream is incredibly strong. Like I just want to play it. That's the hilarious thing. I just wanna play it. Just sit down and have a good time. I might, but I don't know, man. I like Monster Hunter. It's one of my it's always been one of my favorite games. Franchises, even. I've been loyal to it since Monster Hunter Tri. I like how my summons follow me in here. Even though they don't do anything damage-wise. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Look at them go. Look at them go. I missed that jump. Actually, after this, I should be able to very comfortably level up my skill again up to level 28. Oh my god, look at me go. Even Minecraft music is playing. Okay. Is the Minecraft movie still genuinely happening? Or, what's the story on that? I remember watching the trailer, and it was not received very well. So many people did not like it. So I'm just assuming that it's kind of like it's all ogre for it. I don't think so though. I've never seen Hollywood. Like the only time I've seen Hollywood actually listen to any form of feedback was with Sonic. That was the only time I've ever seen anything like that before. Yeah, I don't know why I'm taking so long. Let's do this. Come here. I don't even know what like the whole sequence was supposed to do. I guess I was supposed to deal more damage, but could have fooled me. Did I even plant? I did. Ooh, okay. Ugh. Hopefully, my computer can survive at least doing a little bit of Monster Hunter with everything else, though. Because even though I launched it, it sounded like it survived. I mean, clearly it did, but I don't know, man. The noises sometimes when this computer makes, I'm just like, man. You really do be struggling. Though I probably need to clean it out, to be honest with you. I'm really bad at cleaning out my computer. Cleaning out junk files? Easy. The uninstalling stuff that I haven't used in like over 6 months? Sure. Actually, it's more like 3 months. But like, but sure. I'm always cleaning out my data. My little storage guys. But actually dusting it? No. No, never. He's a fast little guy. I hate this one because it requires you to like click on this so much that you go through energy so quickly. Oops. Oh hey! How you doing, Jack? Or Suzu? Oop. Ow. Now let me just get more energy. I might actually do the let me just skip through that one. No reason to struggle if I'm just gonna be hanging out here for a little bit. is distracting my boys? Is it this thing? Oh, it is. My god, they have so much HP that my boys takes a while just to take them down. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Did you know that Jack is actually me? No, really? I did not know that. Oh my god. I can't believe it. The mystery's been solved. Wow. Till I learn. I tried to keep a straight face on that one. I really did try. Oh, man. It's not like you use the same name everywhere you go. It's just depending on how you want to... This is depending on if you want to use the Japanese version or the English version. Yeah, Yes, I know, Suzu! We discussed this already, buddy. I think sarcasm really does go over your head, I assume. Yes, I know it was you. It's not that hard to put 2 and 2 together. Okay, what is one clue that is this and that name? What? Can you reword the question? What? Ah. I'll just press the shift again. How can you tell from Suzume and Jack is the same person? Suzu, you're the only person in this that I know who literally names himself after Jack Sparrow. And you use XD so much. It kind of bothers me because it legitimately reminds me of I told you the story about the person who of Sharky, and they give me a bad vibe. Like, oh my god. But I know you're not them, but still. I know, but you're not Sharky, and I just have great distrust on them. So every time I have to remember, it's like, you're just Suzu. You're not Sharky. Oh. Because it just reminds me of, like, I knew another person too. It could be a story time for later. Their specific typing habits just... It never bothered me, but the person did itself. Or the person themselves bothered me. And not in a good way. Obviously it's not in a good way. To the point where, like, every time I see somebody spell the word cool with a K, or an E-W-L, so K-E-W-L, I'm just like, oh, just not a fan of it. But it's just such a minor thing that is literally just a skill issue. What? Oh my god. Eh. There you go. It's a little janky, but I did it. It's just a typing habit in a sense. Oh, I know. I mean, everybody has a typing habit. Like, I'm a typical millennial who uses the who uses LOL in the end of my sentences. And I'm not actually, and it doesn't mean that I'm actually laughing or anything. It's just I'm trying to convey that this is a lighthearted conversation, or don't take what I'm saying seriously, kind of sentiment. Because I feel like if you don't have that in the end of the sentence, people will think, oh, you're just being serious, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, trust me, I'm not. Or like how one of my younger cousins, she is a, well, ye olde typical Zoomer. She will end end a lot of her sentences with the skull emoji now. It's the skull emoji all the time, every time. Just one of those things where it just happens. Yeah, that's why, like, typing habits is a thing. Everybody has it, especially if you're just not just online all the time, but just like typing to people in general. I guess it is online all the time, but still. I'll wait until the boys expire, and then I'll... Okay, there you go. I'll go ahead and do my little mech battle. What was that? Oh, it's just windy. Oh, okay. Though I'm also very guilty of when I type on the computer, I don't capitalize jack shit. I have punctuation, but I don't capitalize really anything. I'm lowercase all the way, baby, all the time. I think the only way I'll capitalize like a word or anything is if if I'm on my phone. Because you know the phone will auto capitalize a lot of things for you. Or if I'm like typing out somebody's name. That's the only time I'll use proper grammar? Yeah, something like that. And capitalize their name. That's the only time I'll do it. Other than that, nah, lowercase all the way. Laser really do be following. Get out of here. Huh? Oh. Oh, okay. So it did. I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Hey, Cryo. How you doing? Oh, I definitely need to like use this this keyboard. I did some maintenance on the keyboard, but I think I overdid it in a few stuff because I'm like double pressing on a lot of keys. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing as far as I know. Oh. Whee. Das fish. Oh, I jumped too far. Oh, I keep jumping too far. There you go. Is this a new boss? Not really. This is just from the thing that you have to do weekly. It's been out for a little bit. I'm overkilling it here, but whatever. I don't want to deal with it. Though I will say this, guys, do not forget to actually read the chat rules occasionally. I think I've just been being too lenient recently because there's just been some topics I noticed that some folks has been getting into that's a little too comfortable. You know what I mean? So I will actually start putting my foot down when it comes to the chat rules now, because I have been getting some people messaging me saying that, you know, they're okay with the stream and everything, but sometimes some chatters, they go a little bit too far. So I decided to be a little bit more put in detail the chat rules.
Heck the rules. Feed me the time of our enemies.
I wish. But I just doing that because, yeah, legitimately I have some people complain about it, and it's like one or two, like, I'll be honest with you, 1 or 2 times not gonna bother me. Some folks are not gonna be bothered, but there's like consistent complaints about very specific things, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I do have to start putting my foot down if it's coming more of a common problem every time. No. You, like I said, it's more something that I'll just be that I'll just start announcing. I'm not gonna call out anybody. It's not like, is this person specifically whose problem? Like, who does that? Other than some lame. Other than some lame. I don't even have to finish that. Just some lame. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I'm usually pretty lenient when it comes to stuff. But occasionally I'll just be like, hey guys, just don't forget that there are chat rules for a reason. It's just the one thing I do have like somewhat of a complaint that I've noticed some folks are complaining about. Mind you, it's like while I'm talking about like one topic, for example, like let's say I'm just like telling my stories, you know what I mean? The many stories and rants that I go into, and then suddenly somebody comes in and start talking about a vastly different thing. That's where the complaints are coming from, because they're like, hey, this, I don't know why it bothers, but it's like, hey, this person's bugging me. And I normally do not care. Y'all chat whatever the fuck you want. Like, yeah, Suzu, if you want to talk about magic, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry if I don't reply to you, but that's because I'm telling a story and I just want to keep the story flow going. Because once I get going, you know, I ain't stopping. I gotta keep going, you know what I mean? But like, also I just want to make you feel bad. Like, I see the comments, but when I'm telling a story or ranting about it, I'm not gonna just suddenly stop and read unless it's prevalent to what I'm reading about or talking about. So that's fine. Like, if you want to talk about making a mono black deck with Edgar Markov, knock yourself out. You know, I haven't even bought magic cards for the longest time. I am upset that I actually didn't get any of the Final Fantasy pre-orders yet, because I'm a stupid. Sorry, I'm eating a chip. Because I'm a stupid and completely forgot about when the release date was, or the pre-order date. And oh boy, they just faded so fast. Like, I was mostly impressed than upset. I was more impressed than upset. So I'm like, god damn. Any new Riz or horror stories? I have one. However, now this one's a little it's not really a horror story. It's more like a precautionary story of like, you should really not be stupid. But I'll save the story for later, though. I'll be honest with you. That's something I can wait for in another time. It's not a big deal. Actually, Igor Markov is the Mardu colors and not mono black. True. But since we're on the topic of magic, I haven't actually looked up the cards for the Final Fantasy series. I just know I wanted them because I like Final Fantasy games. So I was just like, sure, I'll grab them. But I have no idea if like what I have no idea of the cards or anything. Like I'm unsure what any of them do or have or whatnot. Ooh, 2 more levels. Oh, let's go. 2 more levels and I can finally get a level 30. That's actually kind of exciting. It's gonna be a while though. Where did it go? I legitimately have something saved. Oh, there it is. I literally have a graph or a tracker to see how far into me leveling up my Hexa stuff is. I have an itchy nose. All right. Oops. Oh. Oh, it auto-updated. Oh. So, okay, context. I apologize. Context. I'm looking at the Kaiser guide, and it's been updated for the next update. The Maple Story next update. I hate the name Next. But anyways, so now there's now there's mastery nodes here that I'm just like, oh, I don't even have them. Anyways. Oh, you're turning a mono black into a martyr color. Okay, that makes sense. Yasholika is going to be the strongest of them. What's in the Y'shtola deck? What site that I usually use? Was it? Oh no, cause there's two MTG websites that I usually use. Archidect and that's not Mobalytics. Hey Flan, how you doing? Hope you're all gaming. Yeah, good news, Flan. I'll be joining you in Monster Hunter soon. I can actually play on stream. I just have to be in PNG mode. I'll also just play offline anyways because it will just be kind of fun. No, it's not EDH art rec. I know. It started with an M. It's been a while since I used the website. I think it started with an M. So it's gonna be a while for me to figure it out. But yeah! Oh man, I can't wait though. Thank you! Moxfield! Holy shit! That's the website I use. The only reason why I like using Moxfield, I just like their website a little bit more than architect, then it's just a personal thing. Honestly, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So if you need a carry, just give me a ping. Flan, you really think you? Oh, man, I'm gonna ban you right now. I'm gonna ban you right now. How dare you, Flan? You're gonna be banned right now. How dare you? Woo! How dare? That's a good one though. I'm proud of you. Proud of you on that one. Insert Monster Hunter is too easy forum post. Bro, I freaking hate that's a it happens every time a new Monster Hunter game comes out. It's like it's so fucking predictable. A new Monster Hunter game comes out. It's easier than the last one. It's been happening since Try. They did it with Generations, World, Rise, this one. It's like y'all are always gonna complain that it's gonna be too easy. Like I don't get it at this point. Y'all need to y'all need to chill. Hey, Soluna! When the base Monster Hunter game is not mastering difficulty, ain't no way! I know, it's so... Okay. I'm gonna sound like a hipster. I'm gonna sound like a hipster. But bear with me here. Okay? Bear with me. I miss the days where Monster Hunter wasn't that popular. I am very happy that Worlds exploded into popularity as how it did. Honestly, I am... Wait, you aren't a hipster? How dare you? But I'm very happy that Monster Hunter World became as popular as it was. Reason being is because, like, look how much love that game got on its own. I'm not even going to be talking about its mods. Like, the game itself, we got to fight a Latreon, which is, I never thought I'll ever see the day of fighting a Latreon anymore. We got to fight, oh my god, I forgot the big old dragon's name. That's not a Latreon. The adult version of Xenojiva, Safi Jiva. There you go. We got some pretty cool events going on in that game. Like, I am very happy with Worlds. Okay, I'm very, very happy with it. And then they consistently, brought up some cute little updates even after they said they were done with it. I'm glad that they didn't turn Worlds into a live service game. They just did their updates and they said, we're done here. You guys can have your fun as much as you want. And I'm happy with it. Then we got Rise. A lot of people didn't like Rise, but I'm one of those who liked it because I'm like, you know what, Rise is fun. My main complaint as to why now it became mainstream is that these nerds, every single fucking time now, they're like, it's too easy. I don't like it. It's too mainstream now. It's like, you just gotten good at the game. Like, it's not that the games are getting easier, it's just you're getting better at the games in general. Meaning that you actually understand the weapons that you decided to use. Like, a good example. Alright, hear me out. A good example is my dumbass playing basically perma-playing Gunlands and Charge Blade. Okay? The game can be easy if I just use those two weapons. But if I decided to go outside my comfort zone, I'm carting left, right, and center. I'm dying. I'm dying exclusively all the time. Let's see how long it will take for me to find a party. Oh wow, that one filled up real quick. Huh. I I just joined a party and I hope it worked. They can kick me if they don't want me to be here. But I don't know, man. It's just like, it's just enjoy the game, you know? There's too many people who expect Monster Hunter Wild or Monster Hunter in general to be like, yeah, make it Souls-like. Yeah, like they always expect Monster Hunter to be like this super hardcore game that will always make you die and harbinger. It's like, yeah, sure, once you reach like master rank or something, you know? Like once you reach a certain part of the game, yes, it will become difficult. Master rank or higher, I understand that there's no such thing as higher, but I digress. It does get harder the more you play the game, but from the beginning, or for the meme's sake, from the beginning, it's legitimately going to be kind of easy. Because that's how they ease you into the game. Oh, imagine easing people into a game. Imagine that. Oh my god. Either way. At some point you do want to play Monster Hunter? Me being a biased idiot, I highly recommend everybody at least playing Monster Hunter once. It doesn't matter the generation for me. Like for me, it doesn't matter the generation which one you wanna start off with. Obviously, start off with the most recent one because then you get people to play with. Obviously, but if you wanna start off from like, if you wanna try Generations Ultimate or you start off on Worlds or Rise, that's fine because the lovely thing about Monster Hunter games, you can start from anyone, every single one of them, and not worry about anything else. Imagine that. You do have Monster Hunter Switch, so you can literally play anywhere when you can play it? Yeah! Because like I said, for me, like, Monster Hunter Rise, I liked Monster Hunter Rise. I personally don't get why people didn't like it. Maybe because it was combat, or they were expecting something like World, but because it was on the Switch, it kind of went back, it kind of reverted back into like the old style Monster Hunter games, which, I mean, I guess I can see that, but for me, I'm just used to playing, like, I just play Monster Hunter games. I will have complained about a few here and there, obviously, but I don't know. I'm also very simple. World goes for a sale for like $5 every couple of weeks. Oh yeah, then that's another thing too. Worlds goes on sale all the time. Oh, I should do these bosses here. Let me do that real quick. I'm chewing on gum. Once you understand how the game goes into Monster Hunter, then I think you can manage from playing it. You want to say some might find Monster Hunter easy, but after playing X hundred hours or fights, it's easier to read on a monster. That's a thing too. That's what I've said. It's like, if you exclusively, if you play Monster Hunter so much, it's kind of easy to read monsters even though they're brand new. Because, spoiler alert, I guess, there's a lot of monsters that share skeletons, you know, model skeletons, and their movesets tend to be the same throughout, you know, the skeletons. They just put a different skin on it. So if you kind of figure out how one moves, you can kind of predict how another one will work. It's not that hard to figure out. Now, am I talking as if I'm some Monster Hunter expert? Nah, hell no, I suck. I suck so bad. But like it's really not that like once you fight a Rathalos, you kind of figure out how Rathalos and every other all the other games it will play like. It's fun fact, Rathalos and Rathian are the two monsters that are always gonna show up in every single Monster Hunter game. Those two. You always fight a Rathalos and a Rathian. So once you find out how to fight a Rathalos and a Rathian, you're kind of set for the rest of the time. And if you're used to fighting something that has the same body shape as a Dodogama or a Great Jagras, you know, just the big boys, you can kind of tell, oh, they will roll this way, or they'll do a little mouth thing. You start getting... Now, unless you fight that goddamn fish. I forgot the name of that fish that does a hip check, and it hits you from across the planet. Plasioth? Placidioth? It's a fish with legs. I hate that goddamn hip check. I hate that hip check. It hits you from downtown, like, actually. I'm just like, oh my god. I hate it. Also, I hate... Well, actually, I hate walking fish creatures, because, like, Levisioth is a fish monster who hardens as it stays out of the lava. So you deal less damage to it. I hated that. And then there was the muddy version, which is... I don't remember its name. I just don't like fighting fish. They're annoying. Are you playing it tomorrow? Or are you still following the schedule? Oh, I'll still be following the schedule. So I'll be playing it either Thursday or Friday. I'm still gonna be playing Hollow Knight though. Because I want to finish Hollow Knight. I can't just abandon Hollow Knight mid. I have this horrible habit of like playing a game on stream, and then as soon as like a new game pops up or something that I'm interested in happens, I abandon one game to play this one, but I never go back to the original, to the first one in the first place, because there's a lot of games that I've started but never actually finished, because I'm like, ooh, shiny new toy. It's so bad, so bad. So I told myself, at least this year, finish a game on stream again. I've only literally, I think I only finished like 2 games on stream. That was Lies of P and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Remake. Final Fantasy Remake. That one. Those are the only 2 games I've actually officially finished on stream, which is like, man, I'm bad. That's actually pretty shitty. Which is hilarious because I've actually well, okay, no, and this is way back. I'm talking about like way back. I also finished Dredge. But this is during my like early streaming days. And that was one of the games that I also finished too. I don't know if anybody knows what the hell game I'm talking about, but I did finish that one. Don't worry, I'm going way back in time. All right, let me do some shitty bossing, and then I will continue on with my grind because I need to do that indeed. But yeah, don't worry. Monster Hunter will be in there. My only confliction is to either have 1 Maple Story and 1 Hollow Knight day and 2 Monster Hunter days, or 2 Hollow Knight days, Monster Hunter Maple Story, or 1 Hollow Knight, 1 Monster Hunter, and 2 Maple Story days. I understand I'm more of a Maple Story streamer. I get that. But... oh, the confliction. Oh, what first world problems I have. Woe is me. How goes the leveling? It's actually going pretty okay. I took a week break because I went on family vacation. But I'm personally surprised over the fact that I managed to at least get one of my skills up to level 28. 2 more levels. 2 more levels, and I will be able to actually max out a skill to level 30. I'm really excited about that. Oh man, I have to do it 3 times? Sheesh, I missed so much. Yeah, it's okay. This is fine. Yeah, I'm also like super chewing on gum right now. Ah, so refreshing. Okay. Shitty bossing. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Shitty bossing. Why do I call it shitty bossing? Because I'm shitty at it. It's as simple as that, because I'm shitty at it. At 97% ignore defense. And how much is my buff duration? My buff duration is 120. That's not bad. However, if I switch over to this with my max out. Oh, 130. Oh. Okay, 96.69%. Nice. Percent ignore defense is not too bad. Okay, so I can get away with it. I thought I was shitty. It's okay. We're all a little shitty in the inside. God damn. When you have to like look over a bunch of stuff. I have all that? Yep, I do. Okay, cool. Alright, let's beat up Lucid. You're a taco and a burrito? Yo, what? Share? I only ate a sandwich. Bro, actually eating good over here. Can't believe this. I was told that a golem can't spawn on top of Lucid, and yet here is one right there, just being a little cheeky little nerd. How dare? How dare? How absolute dare? Am I tanking all of this unnecessarily? Yeah. You were lied to? Clearly. Clearly I was lied to because... Oh, hi, dragon. Because I was like, oh, I was told if I stand directly below Lucid, a golem won't spawn. There has been so many times where a golem spawned on top of me and I was just like, You get Dr. Squashed every time. Eh. Same.
Warning, an ad break is happening. We'll be back shortly.
Ugh. Ah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Now that Saloon here, I do have a little bit of a story to tell. It's a... Oh, are you kidding me? You're gonna be looting your lasers. Oh no, you're touching. So, but I will give it a minute because, Woo! Oh, why did I do that? Because, Lucid's being mean! Come on, man! Oh. Oh. That was unfortunate. Oh, that's what's squeaking. I was like, what is squeaking when because it's windy now? I know what it is. There's a piece of there's a branch just scraping against my window, and because it's windy, it just makes like the most hilarious like noise. Now fuck you, dragon. Can't stop me. I'm invincible. Of course, I always have to wait. So, let me give you a little context about this story real quick. So, this actually happened while I was on vacation too, which is actually kind of hilarious. But context. Oops, this is why I don't trust anybody from my high school anymore. So, what does that mean? Let's just say like an old flame from high school decided to come out of the woodworks. Which I was personally surprised that he's even alive. Oops. That sounds like a mean thing to say, but hear me out. Hear me out, okay? He was an asshole. And he fell really deep into the whole drug use, alcohol, just the whole rebellious side, like almost immediately. To the point where we all thought that he fell off the face of the earth. Now, so we just all assumed that bro probably just fucking died because nobody could ever get in contact with him after graduation. We couldn't find where he is. Apparently we tried to visit his parents. Like one of our friends tried to visit his parents because we were legitimately worried because one day he just legitimately disappeared. And we're like, is he okay? Like, is he like, what's happening? His parents didn't even know where he went either. So he just went. Essentially, we all thought he just went AFK IRL. we don't know where he went. And for obvious reasons, like even though he and I dated for like a month, we were legitimately just. Oh, I'm gonna die from that. Yep. We were just legitimately just friends. So afterwards, like, I realized, man, this guy's an absolute trash heap of a partner, but pretty cool as a friend. Until, we don't know, he just started going a rebellious phase. So, but suddenly, apparently while I was on vacation, he showed up. And we're like, holy shit, what happened to you? Where were you? We're gonna call him Larry because it's a fucking hilarious name and he always hated the name Larry. Calling him Larry is like the most... Oh, that's disappointing. I was kind of hoping that she would become corporeal while that's happening. But anyways. Because he showed up suddenly in our private, or our group Discord, I guess I should say. Because we have like our own friend Discord. And we're like, holy shit, dude. Like, what happened to you? Where were you? Why, like why did you suddenly disappear? And, oh... Oh no, it does. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. I thought for some reason the sun was gonna start attacking the treasure and I was gonna be very sad. Well, anyways. And, he just basically explained that he had to disappear. He got into some rough times, which we're all like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, we knew that. So long story short, somehow this motherfucker found himself in fucking North Dakota, which we're like, why did I blink? Oh, the habits of running things with a party. I just blink when there's no one here. Oh, hey, a ring box. So he found himself in North Dakota and apparently just living life, but I guess not in a good way. Or at least we thought he was living a good life until he started asking us for money. Oh, hey, you know, it's been a while, I know, but like seriously, I've been trying to get my life back together. Can I borrow like an X amount of money? It's always, but it started off small. $10, $5, maybe even goes up to $20 here and there. And none of us really batted an eye because we're like, okay, fine, whatever. You know, if he needs help, he needs help. We'll just toss in a few bucks here and there and hope things will go well for him. But I warned my friends because unfortunately, I do have family members who does this all the time. Unfortunately, who will start. They will always need some form of help. No, that's a queen stands. Anyways, so and I told my friends, told them, it's like, you guys gotta be careful in helping him out because he might actually start thinking that we're gonna be a bank account for him. And they're like, oh, don't worry about it too much, you know. He's our friend. He's clearly try to clean up because he sent pictures, and bro looks like he's been through, like he lived in Skid Row in LA. If anybody don't know what that means, there's literally like an entire city block that has been taken over is not a good way to say it, but there's a lot of homeless people in that specific spot in LA, and they just called it Skid Row. I don't know the actual reason as to its name. I just know that it's called Skid Row. The best place? Oh, it's... I love walking past there whenever I go to Little Tokyo. And always get interrupted by literally every single person there. But anyways. So yeah, but he legitimately looked like he just came from Skid Row, you know what I mean? Like the bruv is clearly looking like he's suffering. So we're just like, okay, maybe he is trying to clean up. We wanted to give him a benefit of doubt because we all remember him being like actually a pretty chill guy. And we're like, okay, Larry, we're gonna help you out for a little bit, but we need to see some progress because we all have some reservations still, you know, because this isn't the first time we had somebody come in and say, hey, can you help me out? And we all got bitten in the butt. Like our butt was bitten by our niceness. And he's like, yeah, sure, totally. So I'm not ashamed to say that I did not help him financially whatsoever. I refused to give out money to him. It was my gut feeling, for some reason, thinking there's like no way. This guy has been more than well known to burn bridges if somebody says no a little too often. Really? And of course, some of my friends, they would say, oh, but you know, he's changed now. That was when he was a teenager. You know, we grow up. You know, we're not the same person as we were when we were 15, 16 than we are now, you know. And I'm just like, true. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this. You know, like, true. You're not wrong, but I can't help but to feel like there might be some ulterior motives to this. And apparently, like, they were, like, he was talking to, like, the group and everything, hanging out. And of course, he was wondering where I was, but I just said I was visiting family, which was not a lie. I was legitimately out visiting family. Like, I barely even went on Discord, let alone, you know, playing games or anything, because my family is very much, okay, we're gonna do, like, 50,000 things today without even a break. Like that's just how my family is. We just keep moving. It's exhausting. But apparently, Larry eventually started upping the ante as to why he needs money too, which is another huge red flag. So one time, so Larry just said that he needed money to help pay for, like, just to help pay for, like, small things. Like, he needed groceries, or he needed, like, some extra cash to help him pay for his car and whatever. And a lot of us, we didn't, or a lot of us, including me, I'm the problem with it. I'm also part of the problem. We thought, relatable. You know what I mean? Car insurance keeps going up for some fucking reason. You know, registration on some states is hilariously expensive. So it's just like, what is preventing me from... That was weird. Did I get it? Oh, no, I didn't. Why was that? Oh, who cares? So yeah, that's why we're like, you know what? Legitimately, I can see it being like an actual issue where, you know, car-related stuff does get expensive. Because like I said, car insurance is this fucking scam. Just a small loan for NX, I know, right? A small loan, $1 million, and... Oh no, he was about to die and I got cursed. Or branded? Branded. And there you go. Come on, Damien. Die. To give me a winter berry. So, but yeah, it started upping the ante to the point where he's asking for 100, 150, 175, 200, 210. You know, it just keeps incrementally going up. Eventually, my friends and I were just, or my friends, and they've been messaging me. They're like, okay, this guy is clearly using the money for something else. So we started asking for literally receipts. What are you spending the money on? We want to see literally your receipts. Not the Zoomer term for receipts. Which still confuses me to this day when somebody asks, show me the receipts, and it's literally just text logs, but I'm old. Anyways, so and he refused. Or he said he couldn't. Is this an auction? It feels like it sometimes. But yeah, he refused to actually show any proof that he was using the money for what he was intending it for. So we started cutting him off. Immediately, we're like, nope, spontaneously, we're gonna say no. We're not gonna be responsible for you falling back into your old druggy habits. Because when I say druggy habits, I mean, like, he fell down, like, the heroin or meth or cocaine rabbit hole. Like, he was doing the hard shit, okay? And so we're like, we're not gonna perpetuate this kind of thing, because you cannot show us if you're spending the money on what you're telling us to do, or what you're sending it to do. And we told him, like, straight out, not all of us are financially comfortable in supporting a random schmuck when we're the ones who's gonna start spending $12 on fucking eggs. Like, I don't think so, homie. Like, if you really need help, go get a food stamp, EBT, sign up for welfare or something. Like, there's plenty of ways for you to get financial help if you're really that down in the shitter. But he constantly said, oh, I can't because of X, Y, and Z reason. Like, there's always a reason why he can't just do something. And I get it, you know, applying for those things is actually pretty difficult. Surprisingly. Despite what a lot of people want to say, it is pretty difficult to get into those into those systems. But not my problem. not any is none of our problems. He is literally, I think he's only like a year or two younger than all of us. So he's still technically in his 20s. He's like 29 or something. Like he's he's still relatively young. But we're all relatively the same age. And we're just like, too bad, homie. You need to figure this out. You know, we're all doing our own thing here. And he understandably got angry with us, but surprisingly did not like explode into the usual anger I'm used to seeing whenever when somebody says no, I'm not gonna help you financially because fuck you. He surprisingly took it well, or at least that's what we thought. Because I really need a like, I still don't know where that branch really do be squeaking on my who cares, I'll fix it eventually. So occasionally if you guys hear a squeak going on in the background, that's my tree scraping against my window. Weird. But anyways, so he surprisingly took it well. At least that's what we thought. Break the branch? I wish. Unfortunately, the tree's kind of tall. That's the only issue. But like, and we didn't hear from him for a little bit. So we're like, okay, fine, whatever. We just thought, okay, that was a random occurrence of an old friend coming out of nowhere, but then just literally used us to ask for money. But now he came back again. And he's like saying, oh my god, guys, I really need your help. And this is where we're kind of like being like, at first we were suspicious. Until suddenly, I don't know how, but like he started asking us for bail. And we're like, what the fuck? So apparently he was so frustrated with over the fact that we're not gonna give him money that he decided to just rob a fucking convenience store and got caught. Because the fucking idiot, well, he's an idiot, first of all, for trying it. And then two, like, he didn't even have a gun. He just did the whole finger in the sweater trick. And like, luckily the clerk did not fall for it. He just immediately like, yeah, Belize, there's some dude trying to rob me. The reason why we know this because we saw it. Like he gave like I don't know. I don't think it was him. I think it was like his sister, Larry's sister. So I'm gonna call her Laura because it's hilariously fitting. So Laura was the one who actually messaged us and says, hey, I noticed that you've been talking to Larry. This is what happened to him. This is what happened to him recently. What the fuck? And the police report was just like, was literally some schmuck decided to rob an AMPM and failed miserably because he tried to do the whole finger gun method and the clerk just reported him. And we all just fucking laughed. We're like, that is the most hilariously pathetic thing we've ever heard. Like, legitimately. Those still exist? That's what I thought so too. I thought AMPMs didn't exist, but apparently in North Dakota there is. Because I'm like, wait a minute. I literally looked up, does AMPM exist? I guess. So apparently he was allowed to use, because in jails, easy Zerk, I know, I wish. So this is something here that I This one I already I kind of knew because I know somebody who works in the jail, and they do technically have access to the internet, and they can technically message people through these jail assigned tablets. There are very specific what do you call it? There's very specific programs they can use. However, if they do want to use something that's outside of the jurisdiction of the apps that they want to use, it's heavily monitored by the jail itself. So that you can technically be on Discord. However, you are required to disclose who the fuck you're talking to at all times. So when we randomly got a message saying, guys, I need help, then that was all we got. When we messaged back, that's where Larry's sister came in, because apparently she was on his shitty laptop and said, that was my brother, he's in jail. He's probably asking for bail. And we're like, what? So we added her to the server because, you know, that way we can tell that we're talking to Laura and not Larry. And Laura basically said, yeah, he tried to rob a bank, or not a bank, sorry. He tried to rob an AMPM, which apparently still exists. I still firmly believe it's not an AMPM. Maybe it's like a Circle K or something that used to be an AMPM, because there's no fucking way AMPMs exist. I refuse to live in this reality. Because you know how, like, some gas stations close down, but then it gets taken over by a new one, but you still call it by its old name because of just out of habit? That's what I firmly believe that's what this situation is, but anyways. And failed miserably, and thus the guys I need help message happened. But apparently, the jail did not approve of him using Discord. He didn't get approval to use Discord on their jail assigned tablets. So he got in trouble for that. That's why he only managed to get one message out, and then he fucking got in big old trouble. And we told him, and so we asked Laura, I was like, does he actually need, like, any form of help? Like, we can send supplies, but we're not going to send cash. And she... Now I remember why we hung out with Laura a lot more often than Larry. She said, nah, fuck him. He did this to himself. I hope you guys or are having a good life so far. She's like the older, so she's like the older sister. And backstory with Laura, she's been trying to clean up Larry since high school. Okay, it's like he's been showing this kind of rebellious side since that early on. And she's been trying to be like, yo, you need to not do what you're doing, or you're gonna fuck up your life. And and essentially with the way she answered, she basically sounded like she gave up. She sounded like she gave up on him, which is sad, I'll be honest with you. But like, I can see it. How can you help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves? You know what I mean? And you can only do so much for a person until you start feeling like your efforts are in vain. AMPMs do exist? Huh. Yeah, because I looked up if AMPM exists, and like it says yes. But since I haven't seen one in like a literal years, I was just like, maybe they gotten taken over. But yeah, I haven't seen one in a long time. Oh hey, wait, is that a reinforced? Yeah, it's a reinforced color. Sorry, I get the reinforced and the superior colors still mixed up. I know this is like blue and the other one's green, but I always assume that the reinforced is green and the superior is blue. I always get it mixed up. I'm dumb. Okay, but anyways. It's been well over a decade since you've seen one. Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised. Last time I've been to an AMPM is when my dad used to. I grew like well, my dad used to own a business and in a swap meet, an indoor swap meet, and that's basically where I grew up like half the time. It was great. And when I went with him to his store, we would always go to an AMPM and pick up like some hot dogs or corn dogs. We would just eat there for breakfast. Those were good times. Cat, is that you? No, my cat's knocked the fuck. Oh my god! Speaking of cat, hold on. Change the subject because I'm still talking about Larry here. But I need to tell you guys, I feel horrible. I didn't realize my cat managed to get out last night. She was outside the whole night. Like apparently she slept outside the whole night, and I didn't know that she was out until I woke up at 7 in the morning. I started hearing like loud meowing. I'm just like, wow, why does that meow sound so familiar? And I went downstairs, because my dog wanted to go out, and I usually lock close the doggy door for obvious reasons. And there she was on the wall, just meowing, looking straight at the door. And when I saw her, I'm like, oh my god, you were out here all night. She was she came as soon as I opened the door, she ran down. She was clearly happy to be inside because that tail was up. She was but also annoyed by me because her tail was up, but she was meowing. She was probably hungry, thirsty. I was like, oh my god, I am so sad. She hasn't left my side. She hasn't left my side since I took her back in. In fact, she's with me right now. She's knocked out behind me. Her cat tree's next to me, and she's just knocked out in there. It's so funny. And I was like, how did you manage to get out? And then I'm thinking, because she hates following the dog. Because the doggy door, when the dog uses her doggy door, they're like it's not a flap. It's kind of like French doors. It opens sideways rather than the little flappy thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's like proper doors. And she doesn't really have the strength to push it open, and she doesn't like to follow the dog because the doors close really quickly and they're magnetic. So you need kind of like a good amount of force to push it open. I'm guessing but then I figured out how she managed to get out. My dog has this silly habit to halfway bring a toy in and out of the house. Because I found my dog's favorite toy, which is almost as big as the cat, which is hilarious, like a big old teddy bear, and it was stuffed in between the doors, so it was kind of pried open. That's how I'm thinking how my cat managed to get out, because of course she was curious and she explored the world. And I don't mind her going out now because she's like fully vaccinated and everything. The only thing she needs is the only thing I want her to get is a microchip for obvious reasons. But like, the fact that she was outside the whole night, I was wondering, I'm like, where was she last night? I tried to look for her. I called for her name, but I didn't hear her. And usually when she's asleep, though, she ignores me. Because she's like, I'm in my spot. I don't give a shit about you. And so I'm like, okay. You have a good night. And I always hear her anyways at my door, like, saying, I'm hungry. Give me my food. I can't believe that she went out, that she got trapped outside and I didn't hear her. Oh, man. So yeah, now she's with me, refusing to leave my side because, yeah, for obvious reasons, she was trapped out there the whole time. Oh, man. I'm laughing, but I am glad that at least she knows that this is her house. Because for some reason, my little fear about letting her wander off sometimes. Because I do let her wander off, but she doesn't really go that far.
Thank you for the head pats.
She kind of like goes around the... Thanks for the head pats. This is worse than the Larry story. I mean, she's used to going outside, but I'm usually outside with her, and she doesn't really go that far yet. She just goes like around the backyard, and then she just grows back into the house because she's like, I'm done. So it's like, okay. But the fact that she was out all night, oh, I felt bad. I felt super bad. I'm just like, oh. But hey, you know what? At least she's safe, and she's very happily sleeping on her little bed right next to me. I say next to me, she's kind of behind me too, but either way. Occasionally I hear her stretch though, because of course. It's so funny though, because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that. You think I wouldn't? Alright. It's grinding time. What time is it? Yep, it's grinding time. Let's go, baby. Unless... Nah. I was gonna say unless it's food time. But I'm not exactly, surprisingly, I'm not hungry yet. Oh, I did eat a tuna sandwich, so... There we go. It's grind o'clock. It is grind o'clock indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let me go ahead and get that all prepped up. But yeah! My poor cat. Poor cat. But anyways, long story short with the Larry story. Going back to Larry real quick. Yeah, he's in jail. We don't know if he's out there. Out though. I'm pretty... Who knows? But his sister said that don't worry about it. Sorry to bother you guys. And she just kind of left the server. So now we're just kind of like, well, that was weird situation. To be fair, like how, if you were put in that awkward situation where, you know, you thought you were helping somebody and next thing you know, you accidentally led somebody to rob a convenience store. Like, how would one process that? Like, legitimately. I mean, I'm already confused about the whole situation in the first place. Larry legitimately left our, like he legitimately just fell off the face of the earth. We didn't know what happened to him. He ignored everything. We try to communicate and say like, hey, Larry, are you okay? Are you fine? And nothing. So we're like, okay, whatever. He just went bye-bye. So weird. Oh no, my prepared pendant's expiring. I don't like it when it expires. Oh, why am I using the boss damage for this one? Oh no. Use this one. There you go. I didn't realize I was using the boss damage one. Oops. Yeah, I have two. One for attack. They're both shit though. But one's for attack and the other one's boss damage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think the only thing I really need is to actually start getting stuff to grind with. Yay! But freaking Larry, man, I swear. I swears. When we thought we can trust the guy again, we thought he actually cleaned up. And maybe he would have, but... According to his sister, he just fell down that rabbit hole so badly that there was no way for him to get back up. That's essentially what she was getting at. It's like, don't feel bad. He put himself in this situation, you know? It's like, there's nothing you guys can do. It's not like... She said, you guys weren't even He's like, it wasn't even your guys' fault. Because we were all just a bunch of fucking dorky-ass nerds in high school, you know? We were the least rebellious thing in the entire planet. So, like, she knew that we weren't the bad influence. He just wanted to... Apparently, the reason why he decided to go down this what we call the quote-unquote bad boy streak was because he had a huge crush on a girl. And that is why he decided to become the way he was, because of this random chick who was on the bad side of town, let's just put it that way, and he really wanted to get into that pants. He really wanted to get into that pants. We're like, ah, yes. The thirst. You cause somebody to be a bad boy? Please. The last time I dated somebody... Okay, it wasn't the last time. But okay. I mean, come on, man. My first boyfriend, to be fair, when we were first dating, we were very confused about each other. Bro ended up... After we were done dating, and it was like a very brief date. It was like maybe a year. Bro said, hey, no offense. I hope you don't feel bad. And I'm like, what's up? We still stayed friends afterwards. I have this, I guess, bad habit or a habit of remaining friends of my previous partners because I was always told this. I don't know if it was a compliment or an insult, but I was always told that I'm the best first girlfriend, which I'm like, what does that mean? Apparently I'm too lenient. But he's like, but I remember he told me, hey, I hope you don't take any offense to this. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, I'm gay now. I'm like, oh, cool. That was my legitimate reaction, was like, oh, cool. And he's like, wait, what do you mean cool? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to say? Oh no, I feel bad. I'm like, dude, we're not dating anymore. And he's like, whoa, I don't want you to get the impression that you turned me gay. I'm like, bruh. It would be funny though. $26 Shrine? Okay. You think it's on your male VTuber model? Oh my god, he might have saw him. He might have saw my male model and he was like, yeah, I'll tap that. And he would be like, yeah, I'd tap that. For sure. Oh. Oh, it's like an MVP, but like from wait, Dojo gives out an MVP? I didn't know that. Oh man, thank you. For rank 1, you get 2? Oh. Does that mean I actually have to put effort into my there's no way I'm reaching number 1. I'm not even... What's my maple ranks? Because I know I ain't. I probably dipped under 100 again. No, I'm still 96 Kaiser and Chronos. Okay, so, but yeah, yeah, damn. It's okay. I'm on this, like, neck-and-neck battle between Moist Drac and myself. Yes, there's a Kaiser named Moist Drac, and it's fucking hilarious. Who just leveled? Who just leveled over here? Who dare leveled, like, right here? Oh, is this nerd right here? Okay, never mind. Oop. We are winning? Nice! You know what else we're winning? Minecraft music? Okay, hold on. I know you just popped an MVP, but let me go grab water real quick because I'm thirsty. Oops. I accidentally woke up my cat because she woke up, meowed at me, and then continued to go back to sleep. Oops. There, at least I'm using one that's a 2-hour. So that works. The story gets worse! Oh my god. Keeps getting worse and worse. Oh. Wrong one. Whew. Yeah. Weird. I still don't know if that's a compliment or an insult to this day that I'm like the best first girlfriend, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna keep vibing in my corner of the world. You know, I'm surprised that I don't have a, I should legitimately get a meso drop fam. Well, I do have a meso drop fam. It's called the Spider. It's both a meso and a drop. If you don't need to take anything as an insult, then don't. I'm happier that way. True! I'll approve of that. The cat's awake. I interrupted her. Just because I wanted to fill up my water. She's like, you moved. How dare you? I say that, and she actually crawled right back into bed. Okay, so whatever. No, I bet you she's tired, considering that she probably didn't even sleep at all last night, so she was out being Dora the Explorer for the entire duration. So who knows what she went through. She would be outside the house again and can't get back in. Apparently. But I guess now I have to like make sure I don't close the doggy door so that way she can just, well, she can't even open the door. I've seen her like claw her way, like try to claw at it to try to open the door, but like I said, it's a pretty tough door to open and close, or to open. My dog's able to do it because it's a 70-pound dog. My dog just like tackles the door a little bit and off she goes into the wilderness. Also known as my backyard. It's not really wild. I mean, it might as well be because I haven't trimmed those rose bushes. Rose bushes grow out of control so quickly. If you like leave them alone for a brief moment, next thing you know, there's a whole section of your backyard that you can't really access or you'll get stabbed. Man, I really need to be careful with those. Where'd she go, actually? Oh, yep, right back into her. Okay, she's not even laying on. So I have a blanket that I just fold up and put into a tiny table next to me because, you know, it gets cold. She's laying on that blanket now. She's all curled up cutely. Apparently, I guess I just reminded her that drinking water is a good thing. Oh yeah, she probably didn't even drink water either. I usually have like a water, like a bird water fountain, a bird feeder, not a bird feeder, but it's empty because it's been cold. I don't think birds will appreciate drinking fucking frozen ass water. Oh man, I feel bad. You know what? That's what she gets for sneaking out. That's what she gets for sneaking out. That little she's a little goober that way. She knows she's not supposed to be sneaking out on her own, because how am I supposed to know when she's outside or not? Honestly though, I will be a little bit more comfortable if she is like at least microchipped or something like that. So that way, if she does get trapped somewhere, or if somebody does pick her up, because unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, depending on your point of view, she's a very friendly cat. Like, you can actually just pick her up and she's not gonna do anything. Like, she's not gonna hiss or growl or nothing. Like, she's a very easy cat to handle. The problem is, because she's an easy cat to handle, I won't be surprised if somebody be like, this is my cat now. Even though she has a collar and everything, you know, it don't stop people from trying to keep the pet. That's the problem. You kind of want to visit? If you come home with a cat, I swear to God. Tell you what, I'll let you visit and play with the cat, pick her up and everything, but make sure the cat stays here. She's not coming home with you. My cat. Even though she's a little shit. An absolute little shit. You know, insert cat things here. That's what she does. I have unfortunately adopted her, and I have unfortunately grown fond of this little shit. Also the dog, apparently. Apparently my dog likes the cat now, too. Hey, and good night, Yelixa! I appreciate you stopping by. It's another one with the Zakum soul. That makes me wonder, did they buff the Zakum souls ever since Ride or Die? Nah. Kinda makes me sad that I see somebody else in my map. I'm like, no, this is my map. Well, to be fair, I'm in a different channel. I'm in channel 26. I didn't bother going back to 39. Time to start another. Let's go. It's okay. I'm still unlucky to not get an herb. To not get an herb freaking one yet. I'm surprised. I'm running low on WAP. Okay, well, technically I have one WAP left. I have all kinds of mini ones, but I feel bad using the mini ones. I don't know why. I think because I like to use them on my alt and not on my main. Yeah, I actually went over to your map, but it didn't work. Absolute skill issue is what I'm experiencing, for sure. It's okay. You burn all the honor coupons from the Blueprint, Inkwell, and Coin Shop and you get the roll you needed on your 0? Oh, that sucked. Oh my god, I need to actually start doing that on my zero soon. If that's gonna be my next 260 burn, that's gonna be a lot of work. Ah, I'll be fine. The only bragging right I can have is that on my Kaiser's inner ability, I basically have all best in spot with the maximum rolls on him. It took years. Did you guys know that it took me 2 years to get attack speed +1 on my inner ability for my Kaiser? It took me that long just to get it. But for some reason, getting the other two was like super easy. Barely an inconvenience. I was like, what the fuck? I hate how that worked. Talk about fail stacking, I guess. Cause for Zero's IA, they need attack speed. Do they need attack speed or cooldown skip? Is it one or the other? Barely an inconvenience. I love I love that saying. It's so good. Oh, it needs both. Depends on what you're doing. Oh, okay. I mean, it's like whatever, man. For some reason, my other classes that needs attack speed +1, they can get it whenever the fuck they feel like. Like, it doesn't even take them that long. This homie right here, this 10-year-old homie, he's the one who likes to struggle. God, I can't believe that this character is 10 years old. CD boss buff abnormal can be line 2 or 3. Oh, okay. And in my opinion, I'll just go with the CD skip and attack speed. Not in that order, obviously, but I'll get the 2. If I can. I might be pushing my luck, because now that I said, oh, I can get it, I'm probably not gonna get it. Knowing my luck, that's probably what's gonna happen. You know, genuinely, I'm actually kind of surprised with how many guilds are recruiting again. What happened? What? I know that sounds redundant considering, you know, guilds are always recruiting, but I feel like there's more advertisements on the Smegas than normal. I wonder if there's been a recent purge, because admittedly, there's a lot of people who play only during like the major events, and then they just kind of like fuck off when it's mid-event. I don't know if I'll call Tirnog, or Tirnanog, something like that, an in-between event, but it's definitely not like the next event. The next. I hate the naming convention. But you guys knew what but you guys know what I'm talking about. The I don't know what's gonna be called once it's transferred. If it stays as next, I'm gonna be so angry because I'm like, the next event. Oh, it's only 10% burning. It's better than nothing. I literally went over here just for the burning. If there was a burning, I'm pretty sure I can find one that's higher, but I'll move up. Y'all think it's a bit of a waste that I have permapets on my... Technically, I have permapets on my Nova class cash shop. They're literally just permanent. But I exclusively use the adventure pets, the adventure island pets, because of the attack increase that they give. Albeit it's not huge. I think I only have up to 8. Yeah, by 5 and 3. So yeah, 8 technically. I think that's how that works. I think it's additive. And I always like to think that that little bit of attack is what's carrying me a little, just a wee bit. It's so fucking minuscule though. I don't think anybody has noticed. Also, oh, this is actually really good timing. I only have 1 MVP left to use. Let's go. We love copium. I know. We're all addicted to it in some form or another. Some of us even rely on it to keep our sanity. Though I have to remind myself next week when I'm doing my bossing, I definitely need to use this drop potion right here. I definitely need to remember to use it. It's only for 5 minutes, which is unfortunate, but it'll be good to use it on bosses like Will, for example, because I require bulk. I forgot to use it when I was running him. Or maybe Lotus, or even Damien. There's enough bitches out there that I need regardless. Oh, I'm going to that portal. That's why I'm just gathering the stuff right now. I'm just kind of waiting for this to end real soon. Oh, it's Boyle. Nice. Oh, my boys are alive. Hold on, oh, never mind. Good. Good. Oh no. Nah, I don't have time. I just realized I didn't use a second thing. Oh well. MVP! There is an MVP at Channel 7. Wait, not Channel 7, you dummy. At 07. Perfect timing! Alright, cool.
An ad break is happening. We'll be back shortly.
just realized something. Statistically, channel 39 is my luckiest channel because not only is it the channel where I got the most pitchies from, but that's where I got the most success in my star coursing. Completely ignore the fact that I'm always in channel 39, so statistically that's what's gonna happen. If you're in a channel long enough and you do things in it enough, it's gonna turn out that way. But look, don't worry about it. Sounds statistically sound? I'm glad you understood. Because everyone knows that statistics are made up like at least 85% of the time. I agree, tree grinding against my window. You guys didn't hear it, but it was so fucking funny. It's so funny. Why? Why is it being all squeaky all of a sudden? I'm so confused. It misses the kitty? Clearly. I just hope it's genuinely not something I have to look into. Because it's really weird. I forgot to place new ones of these. Oh my god, I'm throwing. Oh wait, I only have a minute left anyways. Alright. Gonna beat up these butt flies real quick. Channel 34. There's just literally one above me. Yeah, what the heck, man? Why is it all of a sudden like a huge wave of MVPs happening? When there was like a huge dry spell for a while. Look at that, there's now even channel 37 at 9. I can even be as picky as I want and just like wait until super last minute for this one to expire. I shouldn't though, because every time I do that I get... Oh, did I miss it? No, I didn't. Because every time I wait until the last minute I get super unlucky. I like that, me pushing that button. Oopsie poopsie. I'm still chewing gum, by the way. I gotta keep my... Just gotta keep chewing gum. No, I don't have a problem. Who told you that? You know, playing MapleStory made me remember of a video I just recently watched called "Our MMO's Dying" by my favorite MMO content creator, Josh Strife Hayes. Fucking British ass. Anyways. Unfortunately, I fell asleep before a little bit of the video, so I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember a lot of it. However, there was one thing that I do remember him saying that kinda made me laugh. Is that every year, there's always the videos like, WoW is dying, Final Fantasy 14 is dying. Because I don't know if anybody really cares or even knows, but like the top 4 MMOs is WoW, and this is in order: WoW, 14, Guild Wars 2, and old school RuneScape. Which, aw, look at old school RuneScape. It's still being up there. That makes me kind of happy. But anyways, and a lot of people are attributing it to the why MMOs are failing is simply because people want constant stimulation. And even though MMOs, there's technically no end to an MMO, people prefer the more live servicey kind of style that like Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, or any of those types of games provide. Whereas you still get to hang out with friends, you still get to play with other people, but now you don't have to worry about, you know, just logging in, doing dailies, and all that other stuff. Which, true. Constantly doing dailies on a game that's supposed to be just something that you play for fun can be annoying. But the one thing that I did notice that I found it interesting, which for some reason I never really thought of it. People turn their, like, if they prefer playing MMOs, they turn that MMO into like a hobby. Which, I know that sounds stupid, saying that out loud. I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, of course the people will turn it into a hobby. I never thought of it playing an MMO as a hobby. I thought of playing video games as a hobby, but turning an MMO into a hobby is something that I never thought of before, because I always lumped it. I did general lump of like MMO game, or like MMOs, RPGs, MOBAs, FPSs, all of those games, I just lumped them into video games. I never isolated one over another for the sake of because I could. Fine. Because I remember, or at least for me, personally, I enjoyed playing MMOs growing up. Because, alright, this is gonna sound like a sad story, but I swear to God it's not. Growing up as an only kid, you know, that was really... And I wasn't really allowed to actually go outside because my dad was very protective of me. So really the only way I was able to, like, truly interact with folks was online. And through through MMOs. Albeit my parents would never pay for an MMO like WoW. That's why I never played it before. I remember asking my mom, she's like, we're not gonna pay monthly for you to just waste your time in playing a video game. And I was like, okay. But hilariously though, now when I just play games, I don't really care for the social aspect of it. Which is really dumb, considering. But it does help with the longevity of me playing some things. Because, like, for example, I have all kinds of stories when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV. I can keep telling stories of what happened to me in Final Fantasy XIV. Because I played that a hell of a lot. You know, I actually went down memory lane. Apparently, I still have screenshots from 2015. Or even earlier than that, of me playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm like, god damn. Which made me wonder, like, wait a minute, how was I playing 14 and then Maple Story? Because this character, this lovely lad right here, he was made in 2015. And then I'm like, oh, I did try to play both at the same time at one point. That was difficult because both requires a lot of your time. Especially this little lad right here. How old are you? Are you actually from 2000? Yeah, yep, 2015. The fact that they even gives you the time. So like his birthday is literally 12/13/2000 at 12/13. Damn. And I know I actually have characters that's older than him, though. Because I don't remember making a Kaiser immediately when Reboot launched. I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure he's not the old... I actually do not think that the Kaiser is the oldest character in my account. I think at one point I legitimately did want it to be like a Win Archer or something. I actually have to look into that. Thank goodness for medals, that's for sure, because they really keep track. Oh. Genuine question. MVP downpour? It really is. There's a lot of MVPs happening. I hope that this downpour continues when the Demon Slayer event happens. That'll be nice. And all the Tanjiros running around like crazy. Which leads me to my question. How are heroes as a boss mule? Are they alright? Or do they require a little bit more work than usual? I don't mind working with the jank that is the Explorer Warrior jump. I don't mind it. I can probably tolerate it. There's gonna be lots of new golds, diamonds, and reds. True. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of Demon Slayer stuff. I'll be honest with you, it's gonna be kind of rough for me to even fight the urge to get anything. Because, I'll be honest with you, Demon Slayer is alright. It is... I have a lot more complaints about it. But it's just my ability to overthink things is what's making me kind of upset about the whole thing, if that makes... Not upset, but just, like, question things about the storyline. Are you getting Nezuko stuff? Nezuko's too freaking cute. Oh, she is adorable, though. I do like Nezuko. Because, like, story-wise, when it comes to Demon Slayer... Again, semi-hot take. The main thing I didn't like, there were some, what do you call it? There were some story beats in there. I was just kind of like, okay, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say anything because of spoilers, especially since the stuff that I was gonna say hasn't even been covered in the anime as far as I know. So I won't say shit. But I will say this absolutely, the animation's beautiful. The manga was absolutely great. Some of the characters I really did like. I always forget the ninja guy's name, but he was my favorite because he was fucking stupid. Spoilers for the movie, but like one of the characters, Rengoku, I liked him. He was a good guy. He was a good lad. The story is alright, the animation does it carry 100%. Rengoku's my favorite. Same. Makes me sad every time. But yeah, the story is pretty mid. It's just the animation is 100% doing the carrying. Absolutely. Umai! His whole sequence, oh my god. Okay, so like I went to the theater with some friends and they know I'm a manga reader, but I've been doing such a good job of not telling them anything about what's happening in the manga because I watch the anime along with them. So it's pretty easy for me to be like, oh man, this part was cool, right? I'm like, yeah, and then they ask me questions about the manga, but I won't go anything further than that because I'm not an asshole. But apparently, one of my friends, he said, oh, I kind of figured what was happening because I saw you tear up during Rengoku's fight. And I was like, you son of a... Why are you watching me? Watch the fucking movie. So he knew Spoilers. Spoilers for Mugen Train. But I was just like, so they're like, yeah, a few shed tears came out during Rengoku's fight, especially since, you know, they're getting into his story and everything. It's like, oh man, super sad. And apparently he saw me like tear up and he's like, oh, he's gonna die. I'm like, you motherfucker. How dare you? Why are you watching me? Watch the movie. And though he immediately, though he admitted that he wanted to confirm his suspicions about the movie, so he kept looking at my reactions to see if it was right on the money on some things. He complimented on how much of a poker face I had until like one part in specifically where he was like, "Okay, I was correct." Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, he just wanted to confirm his suspicions, and the best way for him to see if he was right or not was just looking at my expressions. And he said, like, you're pretty, dude, you have a pretty good poker face. You watched and you giggled at all the same spots, but then, like, for some reason that part, it gave it away. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Why must you do this? Because I have a problem. I have a problem. If I'm watching an anime, okay, and I finish the season, and I'm actually interested in the story, it doesn't matter if the story's mid or not, I don't care about that stuff. If I'm just simply interested in it, I'll read the manga. I'll just go straight into manga territory, because I'm like, you know what, I want to continue where the story left off. I want to see what happens next, and then I'll continue watching the anime afterwards. Because if I enjoy the animation, I'll keep watching it. Same, yeah, let's go. Because yeah, I did that with Jujutsu Kaisen. I did that with Dandadan. I've done that with Demon Slayer. There's even some Violent Evergarden, which was rough. Not rough as in it was bad. Rough as in there's only so much sadness I can intake. I've done that so many times with anime. Okay, I'm only naming the popular ones, but anyways. So it's really rough for me to be like, oh man. Oh wait, you're like exclusively anime watcher. Alright, I'll respect. But all the time my friends are just like, so what's gonna happen here? I'm just like, I ain't gonna tell you. Like, you need to experience this on your own. If you really don't care, and I tell them this, if you really don't care about spoilers, I can let you know. But if you're just asking me for the sake of curiosity and just want to confirm, like, suspicions, I ain't telling you shit. Even though the new season's coming, you think? Also, hi. I mask it. Hi. I've never been against... Oh, Dragon or Dungeon Meshi. Or Delicious in Dungeon. Oh my god, I have no regrets watching the anime and being like, I must read. And that manga is so cute. I will admit, that manga is so cute. I really like the whole story. It has such good world building. It's not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but it is so adorable. I highly recommend anybody to watch it and or read it. Spoilers increase interest? I'll be honest with you. I don't really mind spoilers. I just mind spoilers for the sake of other people, if that makes sense. Oh my god, So like, for example, to keep it semi-topical, if you tell me the spoilers for like Monster Hunter Wilds and then you tell me all the monsters and everything that shows up in the game, I personally wouldn't care. Because I'll be like, oh cool, I can't wait to fight this motherfucker. Other people will be like, wait, I don't want to know about that. Wait, I don't care. For Uncle recently, you prefer the anime? The end. You read the end of Dungeon Meshi after season 1? Yeah, that's what I did too. Uncle from Another World. You know, that was an anime that I was watching with my family. thank goodness my family are all nerds. Like, I have like a few aunts here and there that are like, I'll call them annoyingly religious. They're not zealous, but they're fearful of a lot of things that they don't understand. I don't know how to describe it, because they're not like, God will smite you if you don't do this all the time. No, they're not like that. They're mostly pretty chill. But for example, like, if we're watching an anime and there's like a bunch of demons in it, and like the good guy and like the protagonist is also a demon, they will feel a little uncomfortable. But they're just like, you know, they're mostly like, I don't like tits on my TV. They're mostly the anti-tit crew, which I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you not look in the mirror then if you're uncomfortable with tits? Like, I don't get it. No tits? That's what I'm saying. Holy shit, a book! Congratulations. Like in the hot spring episode, the manga just shows them watching the uncle in the background with no commentary. In the anime, they really just watch him soak in the onsen and tell him to fast forward. The anime just adds to it. That's the really cool thing about like manga I always hate the whole manga is better than the anime or vice versa. Because sometimes it is depending on how each medium does it. Because, okay, time for me to show my age. Y'all will be like, God damn, you really are old. You cannot convince... Well, actually, this is for dubbed anime too, I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, like, the best dubbed anime, as well as just the best anime, versus their manga counterpart, is Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop. And mind you, Cowboy Bebop wasn't even an anime. It wasn't even a manga. It was an anime forthright. They did try to turn Cowboy Bebop into a manga, as far as I know, but it wasn't really that good. But I might be lying, because I did remember seeing Spike in a manga, but I think that was more of a thing, like a Easter egg? I don't know. But there are some that were just like, yeah, you know, the anime is definitely much better to experience. Like, in my opinion, semi-hot take, it's not even. It's like the coldest fucking take ever. But in my opinion, watching Demon Slayer is a lot more enjoyable than reading Demon Slayer. Mind you, the art for Demon Slayer in the manga, it is still very beautiful, but the way they animated it is even better. It's even better. The animators ain't fucking going home at all, unfortunately, but it's beautifully animated. Lukewarm take? Yeah, that's one thing. It's like the coldest take y'all ever hear. But yeah, like, in my opinion, Demon Slayer anime, and I'm being topical as fuck, much better than the manga. For like a more recent one, let's go with Dandadan. Okay. The anime of Dandadan versus the manga, I prefer the manga more. I just feel it because the jokes land better in the manga versus the anime. Now, mind you, I'm not a sub or dub purist of anime. It just really depends on my mood and if I watch it in Japanese or in English. It really doesn't matter to me. Like, if the voice acting is really bad, then I'm just like, ah, hey, you know, I'm just gonna switch over. But if it's alright, then I'm like, okay, I can deal with it. Like, hilariously, I know Gojo's Japanese voice actor more than the English one because the amount of thirst trap shorts for Gojo is fucking ridiculous. And mind you, I only watched one because I'm like, oh, what is this? Thirst trap. Oh, I try to scroll away as fast as possible and then my feed became nothing but that. I'm like, YouTube, please. The guy's alright. Like, holy shit. But anyways. Oh, my algorithm is absolutely cooked, dude. Like, it is... Trying to tame it back to where it was before, where it wasn't just Gojo with thirst traps. Well, to be fair, I started getting thirst traps for a lot of different characters I didn't even know there could be thirst traps for. But again, I am an old as fuck. So I was like, why is there a thirst trap of fucking death from Puss in Boots' Last Wish? Why? I didn't realize he was that popular of a character, but there he is. Or like, there was an anime character that was actually also getting really popular. It was from a soccer anime, blue something. I forgot what it was called, but Blue Lock. Thank you. I'm glad you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. But like, there's so many of that motherfucker too. I'm like, who is this? I don't even watch sports anime. I think the only sports anime I tried to get into was Haikyuu. And I was just like, nah, I don't really care enough about it. And then I just kind of let it go. You don't watch One Piece, but this one special was rocketed to the sky because of the MC's performance at the end. I don't watch One Piece either, but I do remember seeing a clip of... I forget her, I don't know her name, but she had black hair. I think her name was Raven or something, or Robin. Where she was just... Like the voice actress went hard on that line, and a lot of people were like, peak. Right there. That was like the only thing that yeah, that was the only thing I remember seeing like being floated all over the place. I don't know the context of it. But I just remember that spot, that part specifically. Due to health condition? With how much she gave it her all, I can see it. Oh my gosh. Unfortunate though. Indeed, Bork. Oh, I should turn on my fan. Yuri on Ice was so ass. Yeah. You know... Okay, technically the only sports anime I've ever seen, and I won't even count it, is because I only watched the fucking abridged version of it, was, Free, the swimming anime, and I watched 50% off. That was the only way I actually saw that anime. Yeah, it was called like there was more to the title, but it was called something free. But the abridged version was it by I think it was Octopimp. This was ages ago. He made an abridged series called 50% off. That was the only time I'll watch a sports anime because I'm just like, what? I'm like, what is this? And I was just like, goddamn. That's stupid. Animation with complete shit and people glazed on that? It's okay. Apparently, Blue Lock. There was a scene in that anime where literally nothing was actually animated. And people gave it shit. So maybe it's a recurring theme. Not a scene? The whole season? Oh my god, oh no. Wait, so it's kind of like the 7 Deadly Sins, huh? Because there was a whole season of the 7 Deadly Sins where the animation was just so fucking ass. Like, I was actually into watching that anime until, like, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd season came out. Or the 4th season. One of the seasons came out and the animation was just not there. Like, legitimately not there. That I was like, you know what? I'll read the manga. It's amazing how Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is still fantastic to watch this. Yep. I still adore Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, as well as Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Like, those two are just like the icons of Abridged series. Though, I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched any Abridged series as of recently, but it's simply because, I'll be honest with you, my sense of comedy is bad. I don't even like comedy, like, movies, because I find a lot of things kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, but when it comes to, like, dry fucking humor, then I laugh all the time. Like, there's this one show a friend of mine introduced me to, and it's called, what was it called? What We Do in the Shadows? It's a program on Hulu, which is already hard enough for me to watch because I don't have Hulu. Where it's just literally about vampires. And the humor in that thing is so goddamn dry that I am laughing every time. It just kind of reminds me of, like, The Office, you know? How it's just like a... Like, what the fuck is this situation? I have ESP, you girls, ESP! God damn it, I remember that. Fucking, I still love to say occasionally, just out of context, I can see the future. It's so good. So good. You know almost nothing about this series, but maybe you'll like Only Murders in the Building? Maybe. Like I said, when it comes to dry humor, what was a... Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's like I remember watching, there was this series. I don't know if anybody heard of it before, but I only saw a few episodes of it. It was called Blackadder? Something Adder? Sounds more like a spy flick than anything. I think it was called that. I just remember somebody introducing me to it. Yeah, Blackadder. So like I remember watching like a few episodes of it. And I remember its humor just being so deadpan and dry that I was just like, I like this. Again, my sense of humor is probably broken, but I do remember like watching it and just having a good old time with it. I don't even know if it was actually meant to be some kind of like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know if it was meant to be some kind of comedy, but I don't know, man. Sometimes the accidental shit was like great. Oh, I'm sorry, Saluna. Sorry, I was like seconds away of it ending, so I just decided to use my little backlog. It's okay. Expires in 23 minutes? Okay. It got Rowan. Yeah, I remember it has Rowan Atkinson in it. The British humor. Oh my god, that's true. Yeah, I remember just watching that series, and I was just like, now I was just giggling. Or it gives me that, you know, that sensible chuckle is how I'm gonna call it, where you just expel air through your nose. It did do a lot of that at the very least. Best in the world, isn't it? God damn it. You want to know an embarrassing fact about me that I still catch myself doing? Context. When my parents just moved into America, they had like an English tutor to help them, you know, learn English and get at least their pronunciations correctly, so they won't have such thick of accents that it prevents them from, you know, communicating with people, especially back then from back then where some folks' tolerance of accents weren't that high. But hilariously, their tutor was apparently British. And she would come over to I remember her because I always thought that her accent was really cool. But I remember she would come over to help my parents learn English, and I sat there too and learned how to speak English because I was a little dum-dum and I couldn't speak English until I was like 7 or 8. I could only speak a conglomeration of like Spanish and Tagalog. And like it was never just like one language, it was always just all three in one. And you didn't pick up the accent, for shame. I know, right? But the problem is I picked up like while she was teaching, occasionally when we will have a break and she would like apparently this is what my mom said. I vaguely remember this though. According to my mom, when we were on a break, she would like break off from her professional speech pattern, and she just reverts back to like what my mom will call some kind of weird British language, which I don't know what that meant, because she would apparently according to my mom, she would legitimately say like "in it" a lot. And then me, being an impressionable kid who was a fucking idiot, I would legitimately catch on to some of the, what I will call the Britishisms, but I will not have the accent. So I will have like a typical American accent, but saying "in it" and "bruv" and like, I don't know, all of these other things. And and my mom, she told me like the tutor felt like she looked horrified when I started mimicking her non-professional speech patterns. And I'm just and she's like, no, you're not supposed to say that. And here I am being a little fucking turbulent idiot going "in it." I was apparently running around mimicking, like saying that word specifically, and then like legitimately calling things like twats. And like say and when I like whenever I heard something I will yell bollocks, and she's like, how did you know what that, like how do you know how that is? Because the tutor never said anything like that. But apparently my parents were watching like British shows, and they don't know what's considered a curse word outside of like English language and their own languages, so they just thought whatever, this is safe to watch. But apparently I've been saying some bad words when I was little. It was so good. And she's like, no, you're not supposed to do that. And they're like, oh no. And I'm just running around. Hearing twat in American accent is painful enough. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm going around apparently using a British slang, not knowing, because I thought it was just English. Because in my mind, English is English, regardless of where you're from. I didn't understand there was such thing as different dialects and everything. So it was great. It was great. I had a little foul mouth, and the tutor felt so bad. But luckily, I remember she sat down with me and said, "These are words you cannot say." And I was like, "Why not?" And she's like, "Because these are actually bad words." And as soon as she told me they're like super bad words, I don't remember what were the words anymore, I'm gonna be honest with you. Apparently my face turned so red according to my dad, because he was the one who was sitting with me. My mom was at work. Apparently he was sitting he saw me turn so red that he actually started laughing, because then that's when they realized, oh my god, she didn't even know what she was saying this whole time, this little fucking idiot. So yeah, there you go. Confession, I would unironically say random shit in a very American accent, and I can guarantee you it bothers some folks who she's like, why are you saying that in the most American accent out there? Like, stop it. And I'll be like, hee hee. That's crazy, isn't it? It really is. It really is. I do catch myself occasionally doing that when I'm with my friends, though. I try not to do it often because I'm just like, man, I'm American as fuck, dude. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. I have an American accent. I'm not Southern, but I have like just ye olde, yeah, you're from American kind of accent. So I'm not even gonna try to bother to pretend I have anything more than that, for sure. So having a Minnesota accent sounds funny, because every time I remember watching like some guy who has like a who over exaggerates a Minnesotan accent. It's so funny. Small me is cute. I was a little shit. What do you mean? Going around using slang of technically of a dialect of a language that I was barely learning because I didn't even know what the fuck dialect means. The tutor and my parents legitimately had to sit me down and explain to me what dialect means and regional differences of a language. Because again, in my little brain, English is English. No matter what, so I can use these words everywhere, and it's like, no, not all the words, not all of them, not all of them. So it legitimately took me a while to actually call herbs herbs, and put like the hospital in or put the in front of hospital, because I usually just say, oh, I need to go to hospital, and they're like, you forgot a word, and I'm just like, huh? But that's also just me being a fucking idiot too, to be fair. And I legitimately did spell color with a U, so it took a while for the English teachers to be like, we don't spell it like that here. I'm just like, why not? It's the same word, isn't it? And they had to explain it to me that it's spelled this way over here. I was just like, but it means the same thing, doesn't it? And they're like, yes, you dumb shit, but still I need to spell it that way. And I was like, okay. And I tried my best. Cool whip. Yeah. You still pronounce the H? I'm gonna be honest with you, I do too. There are some words that I still pronounce the words of, because it's just like, it just makes sense to me. But whatever. It's the same word, ain't it, you twat? Imagine if I said that to my teacher, I would have gotten so much in trouble. I mean, I actually did get in trouble one time in kindergarten. Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. I remember this because my dad just, instead of getting in trouble, my dad praised me. Apparently, according to him, after years later, like a girl was like trying to bully me off of this one, because we had like a little bike track and we had little bicycles that we get to ride on in kindergarten. And apparently, according to my parents, the teachers were constantly telling them that I was being picked on by some kid, but they don't know if it's actually being affected, if I'm being affected or not, because I just kind of ignore. I just kind of ignore the girl afterwards. I don't know. Here's me being a goddamn idiot. And my parents are like, well, if she's not being so sad about it, then like, don't worry about it. But apparently they keep an eye on me because like this girl like really tries to bully. I don't remember being bullied in kindergarten, I'm gonna be honest with you. Who the fuck gets bullied in kindergarten? I guess me. But I remember riding this bike, and I really liked this bike because it was the only one that wasn't sun bleached. Because they leave the little tricycles outside and they don't put them under a cover, so a lot of them always end up being like super sun bleached, like they all end up turning pink. Well, this one looked brand new, and like the paint was red and like it was super shiny. It became my favorite bike because it was like, oh man, it's nice looking. So I wanted to pick up the bike and just ride it around like a little idiot. I guess the girl came up to me and pushed me off the trike, the little tricycle. And according to my dad, which is also according to my teacher, so this is like third-hand account, I didn't look angry, but when I fell over on the bike, I didn't cry or anything. I just stood up, punched the girl, and then went on my little trike and then rode away. I didn't cry. I didn't say anything. I just punched the girl and then just tricycled away as a little, with me not even showing any emotion, apparently. And according to my dad, the teacher said they were confused if I was hurt because I just little trikeyed away. But the girl that I punched was sitting there crying. But when they checked her, like, she wasn't, like, she didn't have a bloody nose or anything because I just punched her, like, in the chest or something. But I got in trouble, because of course you get in trouble for, you know, protecting yourself or defending yourself from a bully, because the teachers clearly saw the girl push me, but God forbid if I punched her, I guess. But either way, I guess they sent me home. I don't know if they sent her home. Bullies always cry the loudest, clearly, because apparently she was crying. She was like, he hurt me, blah blah blah, like, you know, typical insert little kid yell cry here. And I was just like, and I just tricycled away, not a care in the world. I was just like, man, I want to be on my little trike. Regardless, either way, like, I went home early that day, and my mom apparently heard about it, and she was at first gonna be angry at me. But apparently after my dad told her the story of what happened, she's like, good. Because they knew about this kid being a bully. But my parents, like, you know, new parents, they don't know what the fuck to do in situations when it comes to bullying, you know? Like, of course their first instinct is to really protect the kid, but if the kid's not really showing if they're having issues, they don't want to be overprotective. Like, trying to find that fine balance of being like, they're trying to find that fine balance. Like, they don't want to be helicopter parents because they want me to grow up independently, or at least be able to think independently. But it was just rough. But my mom was like, good. Fucking, I didn't know I punched a girl for over a goddamn trike though. She kept pulling me because he had the same name, and she was like, there can only be one mentality. Bro. There can only be one. That's actually kind of... That's a little metal. Like, what does she expect you to do? Just suddenly change your names? Like, oh yes, you're right. Oh, there can only be one. I'll change my name right now. Like, fuck. She meant me instead of her. Get wrecked, nerd. Guess what? She's not important. I'm kidding. Straight up throw a tantrum. God, it just reminds me because I think there's only been one time ever since going to school where I've shared a last name with somebody. I never shared a first name with anybody because my first name is come on, who the fuck will name their child Vin, alright? It's canon now. But my last name, there's only one time I've ever had somebody share my last name. Yes, it's Vistrani. Yes, it's canon too. And of course, a lot of people would think that like me and this other kid were like siblings. Because they're like, oh, you guys are brother and sister? And me and the other guys were like, no, we're not. We're just coincidentally the same last name. Of course, because we're all little shitheads. Because I think we're like, this is like the beginning of like middle school or something. I remember this. Like in 6th grade or something. Like the concept of just people having the same last name as you, even though you're not related, was like apparently still foreign. Because they're like, you're lying. There's no way. You do have the same last name. Come on. And then we're just like, I don't know what to tell you. Other than we just happen to have the same last name. Like, I don't know what you mean. Poor guy. I felt bad because like, And then after we confirmed that we weren't siblings, then the whole jokes about us being married started going around, and like, I know for sure because he made it very clear he did not like me. He did not like me whatsoever. He was like, "Ew, I don't want to be married to her," and I'm just like, "Oh man, that's rough." I think it hurt me more when he said ew. I don't want to be. When he said the ew, was just like, I'm like, oh man, that's rough. Come on, man. Come on. So what was that? What was? I don't know what's going on. I think something's breaking in my home. Felt so bad. Now I don't give a shit, but still hilarious. Also, I didn't know when I was a kid. I thought that... I genuinely thought that once you marry somebody, in order to determine who gets to keep the last name and who loses their last name, I legitimately thought you had to, like, do rock, paper, scissors or something to determine who gets to keep their last name and who has to adopt the other last name when you get married. I didn't know it was technically tradition. I didn't know the actual traditions. I just thought you rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you get to keep your first name or your last name. Okay, cool. And then you just go from there. I thought it was just like a mix up. I know, silly, but look, man, when you're young and dumb, anything's possible. It's crazy when you research your last name, you found some crazy dark history with mine. Oh my gosh. Hilariously, with my last name, I didn't find anything so incriminating or too incriminating. It was just, oh, Lemao, these folks are nerds. Anyways. And I'm just like, oh gee, thanks, I guess. I should turn on the fan. Hold on. Let me. There you go. Hold on, BRB. I'm gonna turn on the fan because it's getting warm in this house. In this room. Luckily, it ain't that far. Ah! MVP! Who snuck in here and did that? I appreciate it. Is that you, Solona? You just came in here, popped it, and then ran off like a little gremlin. It's been a while since I've been able to watch. Hey, that's no problem. I have been gone for a week too, so that doesn't exactly help. But I've been fine. Visited family, and now just going back into the habit of streaming. I'm gonna try my damnedest to try to play Monster Hunter Wilds on stream. Unfortunately, though, it ain't gonna be 60 FPS though. Gonna be maybe 40 at most. Ah, that's the rough thing though. I can reach 60, but I have to have like literally nothing else open. You're not even gonna try? No, that's understandable. I'm actually gonna start looking into the parts that I need for my computer now. See if I can get any of them on sale. Because it's getting to that time where I'm kind of hoping. Where'd where'd she go? Whatever. She'll meow at me if she needs something. Or not. I don't know. I didn't even hear her meow when she wanted to go inside after staying outside all night. Sheesh. You just play games a few gens behind, cheaper, less bugs. True. And there's no shame in that, actually. I just really like the Monster Hunter series. That's the only reason. I'm a sucker for Monster Hunter. Like I said, I've been, as I mentioned before, I've been playing Monster Hunter since Try. It's just been one of my favorite franchises for a while. So I was just like, you know, I like it. But the one game I haven't even purchased at all. Oh, happy reset, by the way, everybody. Happy reset. The one game I haven't even purchased at all because I'm kind of waiting for the bugs to go away is Civ 7. Apparently that shit's kind of whacked out, which is super unfortunate. It's okay. For some reason, I still prefer Civ 5. 4 and 5 are like my two favorite ones. And I only like 5 because of Austria, where you just get to buy city-states. It's just my favorite. I just make all the money and then buy off the city-state, and I just expand my country. And then my friends be like, you can't do that, and they try to, like... But if they start a war with me, all of their funding's gone because I'm the one who controls the economy in the world. I am the trade. I am the wealth. War of Tortellini! How you doing,
Anti-shrimp mode!
Thank you for the check, man. I appreciate it.
Hydration is important.
And a hydrate check, actually. I need water after revealing that I say British slang in an American accent, and it probably cringes the hell out of some UKers. I'm sorry. But it's okay, it's still funny though. You're vibing like a chinchilla playing chess. Nice. I'm so bad at chess. I genuinely try to play chess against one of my aunts. Now, mind you, she really likes playing chess, and I got my ass whooped so bad. The main thing that she told me is, "What is your strategy?" I'm just like, I ain't got a strategy. I'm just hoping. That became such a shock to my aunt because she's like, I never played anybody who don't have a strategy in playing chess, and I'm just like, well, you met one. Let's go. Of course, I lost every single match, and she's like, you should, you know, you should learn how to play chess better. You know, learn the strategies. And I'm just like, nah. I gotta keep people on their toes. She just shakes her head and just walks away. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone knows their weakness, and my weakness is actually sitting down and playing chess properly. Yep.
Warning, an ad break is happening.
Ad
We'll
break!
be back shortly.
Can't believe this. Oh, I think that when I know what's going on with my keyboard, which is why it's doing multiple presses. It's not because of the maintenance I did to on the Switch, is the damn it, Razer Synapse. I like using Razer products, I just hate their proprietary program that they want to that they want you to use. It's so silly. Because I think it's in hypershift mode, which is causing a double yeah, which is causing a double press. I don't remember putting it in hypershift mode, I'm gonna be honest with you. Why aren't I allowed to use... Am I dumb? Why aren't I allowed to use VIP boosts? Let me use them. So silly. So goofy. Okay, I only have I only have 30 minutes left onto this grind here. How exciting. There. Whew. Oh, god damn it. Well, my chair is now officially my cat's. I stood up! I have a standing desk now. Thanks for the awesome efforts of, Abzerko, wherever you are. I appreciate it. And, I'm currently standing because, you know, it's healthy for you. As soon as I stood up, my cat, like, it's my chair now. My cat really do be like, it's my chair now. Because you're not allowed to sit. Oh, well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I did wanted to stand up. But with no hesitation, just took over my chair like nothing. I mean, at least like meow or something, but not. Just immediately took over my chair. What the fuck? Silly cat, I swear to God. Let me turn off hyper. Come on. There you go. Hello! Welcome from the YouTube side. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh my god. 38 minutes on Tower of Oz? That's actually kind of intense. Actually, I think I tried Tower of Oz like a few times. And I immediately thought to myself, I will never get any of these rings. Thank goodness that they now drop from bosses, because I swear. I swears. on, little vac pet. Come on, I keep you alive for a reason. Pick up the stuff, please. I swear this little guy right here. Now it's no longer Sunny Sunday though. I hope people got the inner abilities that they wanted for whatever class that they were working on. I wasn't very lucky. I still have some classes that are still pretty not lucky on their stuff. It's okay. At least I have like their main one. Just lines 2 and 3 is just not well enough. You got legendary IA on your characters? Nice. Very nice. Actually, that's a lot better than I do. Than I am. Because the few characters I was working on, just like, I was on my 0 for a little bit to try to get a pretty decent IA. Bro only went up to freaking unique. I mean, I guess I could have bought more I could have bought more, what do you call it, honors, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be too worried about it because once that turns into a burning character, it's not like it's gonna be struggling too much for any of that. So it's fine. That's my copium anyway. That it's fine. Oh my god, this dog! Stop with the barking! Why? Oh my god, that means there's somebody at the door! That's okay, my roomie will get it. Oh, is it? Is it you? You're making her bork! Unless it's hilariously my parents, which is like, I don't know why they're even here. They know my schedule. You came to see my cat? Oh my god. I mean, you can see the cat, but I swear if you take her away, at least let me know so I can give her at least I can give her food and her little snack. She really likes temptation, so at least there's that at least. Thank goodness I can go to Costco and buy like a giant thing of Temptations for her because she really likes that little snack. Yeah, it was so funny. When I found her outside, of course she was meowing really loudly and everything, but when I gave her a little bit of snacks, like she gobbled them up quick. I'm like, oh, you're hungry. So as soon as I poured out a little bit of her food, like she finished a whole ass bowl. So I'm like, I didn't realize she can be that hungry. Like, oh my god. Because she normally doesn't really finish a bowl of food in one go. Like I'll pour her enough food, but she'll eat enough for her to like feel fine, and then she'll just let it sit there and then continue finishing it later on in the day. But no, Not this time. Yeah, there really is somebody at the door. Oh my god, I'm not answering it. This is not my problem anymore. Well, I have 20 minutes. Alright, let me see who's bothering me. I'll be right back, guys. Let me see who's at my door. I swear to God. I swears. If it's just some nerd being like, yo, I would like to show you solar panels, I'll be like, no, fuck off. Alright, be right back. Hi. Okay. I'm back. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It was just roommate stuff. Apparently, you know how parents are. As soon as you, like, get up to use the restroom or anything, they need you, like, immediately. So apparently he was in the bathroom while they were knocking on the door. That's why he was like, I am so sorry. I meant to open the door. But I'm like, it's no problem, man. Thanks for letting me meet your cat. Hilariously, I picked her up because she wants to run out again. And I'm like, no, not right now. She fell asleep on my arms. And I was like, I'm gonna be stuck here for a little too long. So I put her on her favorite spot. So she has now taken over my chair again. So there you go. Oh my god, I can't believe it. This silly little goober. This silly little group right here. Oh yeah. All right. So let me just continue with the grind a little bit. Phew. At least I know it's not anything that bad. While whatever the heck is going on out there, I'll continue on with my little grind over here. Oh my god. Oh yeah, rune skill. Oh, you know what I haven't been using too often is these VIP boosters. Oh, it's fine. Hopefully hopefully things are alright. I assume so. I just never liked the idea of, like, it's always been an omen. At least with my parents, where they just show up spontaneously. And it's like, oh, you didn't even bother telling me that I'm here, that you're here. What happened? Usually it's never a big deal. It's more like, hey, we just need to talk to you about taking care of our dogs because we're going on vacation soon. I was just like, you could have called me for this. Which is a true story, by the way. They did visit randomly before and be like, hey, we're going on vacation soon. We need you to take care of our dogs. And I was just like, you could have just told me rather than just come over. But then that's when they dropped off the dogs and I was like, oh, this is super last minute then, how dare. Whatever. At least their dogs they're not that bad. They're just tiny little dogs, tiny little poodles, so it's not a big deal, but I'm just like, man, this house is turning into an animal house. You can never do that? I think I just tolerate it a little bit more because I'm just like, whatever, man. It's just like I'm used to the dogs, it's not that big of a deal. You need to inform people that you're coming over before. The problem is with some parents, they just, because they're still in the mentality of like you're their kid, so they can just come and go as they please whenever they want. However, they also expect you to do the same to them, meaning like if they can come over to your place anytime, they're okay. At least with my parents, they're okay with me just showing up whenever I want, without informing them. I still tell them that I'm coming over because my parents go out a lot, like they go out shopping and doing errands a lot, so I don't want to just randomly show up at their house and like nobody's at home. Even though I know how to get into their house, I don't want to freak them out, you know? For me, it's just like, I understand that, you know, I'm your child and you're my parents, but we're adults now. And I still respect whatever privacy you two may or may not have. It's just as simple as that. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, little? I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's mewing at me. What's up? You have to move. No, you're not. No. She wants to go up onto my desk. No. I usually don't mind because she actually parks herself right in front of my keyboard. Like, she actually doesn't even go on my keyboard anymore. She just parks herself right there, like, curls up and just sleeps. The problem is she also has the ability to, like, lay her head exactly, like, on one of the arms that I need to use to move. And she gets really annoyed if I'm not perfectly still. I'm just like, no, not right now. If I'm watching videos, sure, but, like, not when I'm playing something, please. Oh my god, this little, she's so clingy today. I can't blame her though, considering, being out the whole night. Cannot blame her. Cannot blame her. What I'm normally surprised about is that my dog usually lets me know when the cat's outside. My dog is usually very good at, like, I understand dog. I understand her, and she would let me know when the cat's outside, but I'm surprised my dog didn't let me know that the cat was outside this time. That or also the dog didn't know. Because as I mentioned before, she probably had to snuck her way in, because usually the dog is the first to let me know, hey, I don't know if the cat's meant to be out here. Oh no! The MVP is expiring. There's one happening in Channel 8. 8? Okay. Am I too late? 27. Am I too late? Oh yeah, I'm late. Ah, piss. I didn't look at the time that it was posted. God damn it, I always push that button out of accident. Oh man. No, the MVP, it expired. Oh, well. Like an hour late? Yeah, I just realized the time it was posted. That's okay, it's fine. Okay, it looks like I might have to actually end the stream early today. Ew, only a 3.5 hour stream? Oh, it's okay. It is what it is. Shit's happening, yo! I gotta go! It's okay, I'll finish up, what, 7 minutes? And then that's it. No, not the miss her meme. Wee. I legitimately do not know the context of the Miss Her meme. It's been around for so long, I kind of don't know the origin of it anymore. I just see it spam occasionally, and there's always a cascade of people following up with it too. You don't know either? What's the origin of Miss Her? Because that's been around for years, I feel like, at this point. Like, I remember seeing that shit, I want to say even 5 years ago. I might be exaggerating my time, but I swear it feels like it's been that long. Or whenever they started to implement the smegas as to just the green text rather than the ones that pops up in the corner. Which, not gonna lie, kind of glad that they got rid of the ones that pops up in the corner. Because I remember there were some folks who straight up just had conversations with people while using the little corner pop-up smegas. The only thing I missed about it, though, is I get to see how the characters look like when they pop up. That was the one thing I liked, though. I got to be nosy in how their characters looked. Sure, you can do it now with the normal ones, but it's not as like funny. It's not as good, you know. Rather than just take a quick glimpse, I actually have to like right click on them and see view info. It's like, ah. Like this nerd here. What are you? You're a shade. 269. Nice. You know what, I may have 4 minutes left. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it because now I'm getting phone calls. It ain't nothing too big deal. Just need to get some. Just need to take care of some things. That's it. Don't worry. This is not a story in the making, unless it turns into a story in the making. Who knows? That would be so funny. Oh hey! You're hoping? Oh my god. Everyone wants a story time. What's going on? It's okay. It's always story time here. Ironically. Coincidentally? Ironically? Coincidentally. Oh my god. Hi, don't call me KMS. Me and KMS? Let's go! Hello, welcome. Welcome to the GMS side where we complain a lot. I'm kidding. We're Maplers. We're pretty cool that way. Oh man. So much stretchies. Okay. But I do apologize that I have to that I do have to end the stream pretty early, because yeah, I usually stream for a hell of a lot longer, but not today. Apparently I got some stuff to do. Awkward, but it's alright. But thank you everybody for stopping by. I super appreciate all of you. And I promise we'll be back on our normally scheduled streams next week. We're going back to Thursday through Sunday. Hell yeah. We're rating Rosie. For once, I can actually rate her in a proper time too, so woo! Maybe do wilds during the week? Hell yeah, Flan. You bet you. I might sneak in a wilds community night in my Discord, maybe. You know, just get to a little heads up. Maybe. But I'll see you guys next week on Thursday on our normal time. So I hope y'all have a good one. Take care, homies.